As a parent, have you ever wondered where your children learn so many things from, especially your teenagers? We will be concentrating on the teenagers. Have you ever wondered if your teenager have questions that they need answers, but yet you don't even know where they are getting these answers from? Some of them can do the undo just to get answers, and that is why over the years, for the few people we have counsel as mom of things and the questions they've been asking, this is some of the questions we want to be bringing to you. And if you know you have teenagers and they have gadgets, you can introduce this section to them. Let them ask questions so that the right answers will be given to them. Most times when our teenager asks the wrong set of people questions, they get the wrong answers and they don't know. And why would somebody ask, how does smoking taste like? And somebody will tell you, try it and see, nothing will happen. And the teenager goes ahead to try it and it becomes something else. And that is why I have brought in this maiden edition of Dear Mom, I cannot ask you this. Because sometimes our relationship with our children is too cordial that they feel ashamed, or sometimes they are scared to just ask this set of questions. Like I said, your children, they have gadgets. So introduce them to this program. Let them use the WhatsApp link on our WhatsApp session on this channel and send us message. Anonymously, we will not be calling names except the person indicates that we should do that. And this is our maiden edition. And I have 4 questions here from different people or different teenagers that ask us this very interesting question. I call it interesting because these are some of the questions they are looking for answers. And please stay tuned to the end because we might need your input. And as a parent, if you come across this video and you feel there are some of the topic we did or some of the questions we did not do justice to enough, and you feel you want to impact that child, please drop it in the comment section. And by the time we read the comment and we see anyone that is educative enough, we'll post it before any of our next video. You will see we'll talk about it before the next video. So let's dive into it. First and foremost, I have a very interesting one. I have some cards here. These are questions I was sent to our WhatsApp channel and we decide to write them out. So we'll be picking them one after the other and I will be talking about it. So please stay tuned and please don't forget to subscribe if you are new to this channel and share this video. Make sure you help me repost this video so that parents will know that there are new things happening and people are talking about how to raise up a godly teenagers. So on our first list, this person's own is coming from Jane. Like I said, these questions were sent to my WhatsApp channel and you can use my WhatsApp channel to send me messages. So she said, at what age can I have a boyfriend? Why I picked this topic was I've dealt with it before. I had to talk to the young lady and I had to, when this message was sent one time to my WhatsApp, I had to ask the lady, please, what is your age? And she said she's 14. I said, okay. One of the things I told her is this: age does not define when you should have a boyfriend, but age matters a lot. Age matters a lot in the sense that you have to be matured. Okay, like I said, you have to be matured before you start thinking of having a relationship. This was what I told her. I said, you might be 14 and you are thinking, oh, my friends are all having relationship, especially when you are attending a mixed schools where everybody is doing boyfriend and girlfriend. First and foremost, that is not what you were sent to school to do. Relationship is not part of the things in the curriculum in school. Because your friends are doing it does not make it right. And at that age of 14, I know what is going on. Your hormones are raging. Yes, the estrogen in your body is building up. And coupled with the way children are getting matured these days, you find out that it is very difficult for them to even control their urges. And environment does not even make it easier for them. So I told her that no, you don't need that now. But if you are asking of the age, here is it. When you get to the right time, some people will say it's 18 years, some will say 20. No, you can be 20 and not matured. Maturity means that you have to be able to take responsibility for anything that comes your way. So if at this stage Even if you are 18, okay, you are just saying, okay, let me get to 18 years, I will start having one. No, at 18, you might not be matured. At 18, you might be matured. But the truth is this, it is when you are matured enough and to know the difference between good and bad, to know that anything that comes your way, you can handle it both physically, mentally, and emotionally. Then you cannot tell yourself, I am ready for it. It is not something, that is why you find out that if you rush in, you rush out. So that is the question. That is the answer I gave to the little girl from the messages I sent to her. And if you know, maybe there are other ways that you might want to tell this girl, yes, you can feel free because I still have a chat. You can feel free to drop a message. Here is another one. This person is saying, I love my dad more than my mom. Her actions are just too extreme. I wish I could tell her. This person's name is Great. Mothers come, this is for us. You know, most of the time, we are always street. And most time in our streetness, it is not because we don't love the child. It is because we don't want the child to become useless in the society. And that is why you see mothers, you see them shouting, talking, and trying to do everything possible to make sure the child stand. And the method they choose might not be one thing that the child really wants. And before you know, they start telling them, mom is being irrational. You are too this, you are too that. I prefer daddy because daddy is the gentle. But there is one thing with parenting, and I keep telling teenagers is this, that two people cannot be harsh in the home. What am I saying? Two people cannot be acting the same thing in the home. If you say your mom is the difficult one, your dad is the soft one, that makes it balanced. Because imagine if your mom is soft and your dad is soft, what kind of life will you be living? And to Great, what kind of life will you be living? Your mom is like an acid-base balance. For you to get that good chemical reaction, acid and base have to come together to give you that beautiful color. Imagine base and base coming together. There is no effect. And sometimes that effect is what your mom is exhibiting for you. So you cannot say because, oh, she is harsh, she is this one, that is why you hate her. No, don't even use the word hate, because first, she is your mother. And above all, when you know that things are becoming what you don't like, can you sit her down? She's also a human being. Let her give you reason why she's acting. And above all, she will not act like that if you are well behaved. If you are well behaved, she will not act like that. So if you feel that her presence or her actions is not corresponding to what you want, have you also checked yourself, why is she reacting like this? I'm not trying to justify anything, but I'm only just telling you that your actions are the one that is pushing her, and her method is best known to her. And above all, as a typical Nigerian mother in a Nigerian home, and your mom does not know how to shout, that is not an African mother. Your mom just came back from abroad. I hope I am saying something, and I hope you are learning. Yes, I hope Great you are able, but if you are not satisfied, please send me a message and we'll retrash it back again. Then we are in another one. This one is very interesting. I said I'm going to be giving us interesting topic, interesting story, and interesting questions. Well, this one said, I'm always shy. I'm always very shy when I'm among females. Is there anything wrong with me? How can I overcome it? Mm. First and foremost, I want to first of all tell you this, that one of the reasons why you are shy with females when you are around female could be, there are some reasons to it. One, maybe you grew up in all male environments. Yes, because you grew up in all male environments, the opposite is sometimes you tend not to be comfortable. You tend to be comfortable with your G's, your guys, people that you can relate with. Now there is a female. Whenever there is a female, you feel shy because you cannot talk. Yes, because you grew up in a female in a male dominated environment. And this happen most times when you go to most boys schools, when you have males in the house. Most time I'm not saying all. And also upbringing, where we have strict rules of parenting. You can't meet the opposite sex, you can't joke with the opposite sex and all. By the time you start growing up and start seeing, getting used to those orientation you were being told by your parents, then when you see opposite sex, you feel shy. And above all, there are some people naturally they feel shy when they are in the with the opposite sex, especially the females. Yes, they don't feel comfortable, they lose their self-esteem and all. Nothing is wrong with you. Sometimes it's just upbringing, sometimes it's just your self-esteem and all. But how to overcome it is this: whenever you see them, just the same way you mingle with your G's and your guys, mingle with them like that, talk to them. You are a guy, be own up to it, stand up. Hi, how are you? And my name is this, and what is your name? Please don't allow the relationship to, don't allow that greeting to go beyond handshaking. Yes, and whenever you see them, always try to raise up, talk. Don't allow them to be the one to start talking. You be the first to do so. With this, you start noticing that you are comfortable with the opposite sex. And at the end of the day, you no longer have inferiority complex. And to the last one, there is nothing wrong with you. Most time it's normal. Most time it's upbringing and environment also play a whole lot in this kind of a situation. I hope I've been able to answer your question. Yeah, I said, and on today, the last part of it is this: where if you've watched to this extent and you know that what I am doing is good, please don't forget to give me a like. Don't forget to drop a meaningful comment. It is very important. And above all, I wish this video is being shared to a lot of parents so that they will be able to introduce their teenagers to these videos. And now we have the last one. This is coming from Peter. He said, I think I'm in love with my friend's sister. Is there anything wrong with it? See, okay. To love, nothing wrong. But I will still ask, at what age? Yes, what age are you that you are loving your friends? And first and foremost, don't you think your friend will be angry when he knows that you are eyeing the sister? Hmm. Number two, does the sister even know that you are interested in her? If you are still in a teenage age, my dear, remove it from your mouth because you've not gotten to that age. Because you've not gotten to that age, please remove. It's just your hormones playing on you, or you are just looking for another girl to just use to fill up the number of girlfriends you have. I might be wrong or I might be right, but this is one thing I want to tell you. It is neither wrong nor right, but I will tell you in a way, if you are of the age and you are matured enough, fine, she's a girl. Definitely, there is nothing wrong. You can, instead of you keeping it, you can approach her, or another way, if you and that's your friend are very close, you could tell her, babe, guy, I like your sister, oh, and I just know I just dey like her anyhow. I feel ask her out. If you are a good person and you have a good character and you are of the age, I repeat, you are of the age, you will see your friend will give you the go ahead to tell you, okay, go, but take care of my sister. But if you are the opposite, you find out that the boy will tell you you dare not. And if they give you go ahead, all you just need to do to meet secretly, the babe self, you just see the eye yourself, you know. That aside. But anyway, if you know you are of the age and you are matured enough, there is nothing wrong with it. You can go ahead and ask. But if you are not, please, that is just being childish because you are not of the age. So this brings me to the end of our today's question. And if you know that there are some questions I never dealt with, where please, you can bring it up in the comment section. Give us your motherly advice. These teenagers, they are watching. Yes, I decided to bring this because there are some of the children I cancel, and there are some weird questions they answer. Sometimes I'll be wondering, where are they bringing this thing for? Where are you hearing it? Is this how these children of these generations are actually acting? But with a lot of parental guidance and the right source to hear answers, then they will not know what to do. Don't be too surprised. That child that you know was taking drugs could be as a result of it. Simple questions. How does taking drugs really look like, and the person will say, try it. And by the time the person tries it, it becomes a different problem. Please share this video and watch to the end. Have a beautiful day until I come your way next time. Stay blessed.